How do you feel like you guys grew this spring?
I feel like we all came together. I mean, we had some new guys come in, and I feel like everybody just really just bought into the system. I mean, everybody bought into the offense. That's how I feel like we grew.
Coaches have been pretty excited about the offensive line. As a running back, what do they kind of allow you guys?
Yeah, man. So about the O-line, man, them some big boys up front, man. I mean, just having them guys, just being able to just come across on like counter schemes, because they big, but they can also move. So I'll say just having them guys up front, man. They make the holes. We just gotta work.
How do you and Aiden kind of complement each other?
Well, Aiden got some jets on him. Aiden pretty fast. Aiden's like one of the top 3 fastest guys on the team. Feel like, and just my power. I mean, I'm not only a power, but I got a little bit of speed behind me too. So I feel like just using that speed and that power, I mean, you gonna get the results.
You two had a ton, obviously, of 1 reps this spring. How do you feel like you personally grew, and maybe how do you feel like if you saw any growth out of Aiden as well?
I would say we definitely had growth from last year, just knowing like where the holes will open up and just pass protection too as well. I feel like Coach Ward did an awesome job of just getting us all right. We all bought into what Coach Ward was preaching us into the room. We all came together and we all grew. And I'll say me personally, just learning pass protection more and just knowing which gaps to be open and how to read the defense. I feel like over the past years I wasn't able to like really like do that as efficient, but now I feel like I'm there.
Coach Lundy talked about he wants to make the ceiling of last year the floor of this year in terms of the offensive growth. Like, how do you guys build on, especially like a really strong close to the end of last season?
I would say really just bouncing back and just knowing like it's more still left out there on the bone. Like last year, I feel like we did leave a lot of stuff out there on the bone, but this year, just coming back, just taking that all back.
What you've seen from Luke? How you guys probably the most you've shared the field together in a little bit, you and Luke. What's that been like? What's that bond like between you two?
Yeah, man. I mean, Luke is smart. Just having Luke in the backfield, Luke is like my best friend off the field. Like I can talk to Luke about anything. So just having Luke back there with me, man. I mean, he made my job kind of easy. Like getting back, just seeing the signals. I mean, once you get back, I mean, you kind of gotta look back over there to something like that signals. And Luke always there for me, like just helping me out with the little things.
I mean, Caden and Jordan are going to be back at some point. Khalil's coming in this summer, but just for you and Aiden to get the reps you did this spring, like how much can that be a benefit for the two of you?
I feel like, man, the more reps you get, the more you learn. I feel like with those type of reps that we had during this whole spring, I feel like we definitely learned a lot. Yeah.
Like, what do you feel like maybe you were able to show them? Maybe kind of being the 2 guys getting most of those 1 reps.
I'll say we was able to show like we can actually go out there and do it, because I mean we had this problem last year, you know, whenever Chase Brown was leaving, then we had some more bats coming to the scenery too. I feel like that's kind of all the same.
Today was the first time we've seen Melvin Priestley like in a game-like setting. Has he always been able to move like that? It looks like, I mean, he's a big guy, but he moves really, really well.
Yeah, man, y'all just said that on the field. Mel be running with us dang near whenever we on the line out there running up and down the field. He be out there with us. He can move.